Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. They got him, y'all. Wilder is done in the sport of boxing. Because now Usyk has changed plans. No longer wants to fight Wilder. Usyk is fighting the guy in Egypt, the kickboxer, looking to fight the winner of Wardley Dubois, and then fight Tyson Fury. Now, Wilder fans, they're not trying to hear that. They're like, hey, Usyk's scared of Wilder. He's put duck sauce on the fried rice. Look, I don't know about all that. But I do know what I think has caused the secret society to kind of blackball Deontay Wilder and preclude him from ever getting a title shot again. I think it has something to do with this shit. Now, if you haven't heard this, you've been sleeping underneath a goddamn rock.
Are you in a position where you think now that you will be the best version of Deontay Wilder because you want the best version of Deontay Wilder? Because when you beat him, Derek, in your mind's eye, you want to beat the best version of Deontay Wilder, don't you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Listen, I want any Deontay Wilder, but I prefer the other this shoot Deontay Wilder.
Sounds like navel gazing one.
Listen, it's boxing. You know, as this guy right now, he's in the process of healing. You know, if you understand, he's been healing through this podcast, saying his problems, and that's cool. That's part of healing. You understand? So, April 4th, it's gonna be electric at which school? At the arena, O2 Arena. So
listen, the environment is a great environment. British boxing fans are fabulous. You know, it's an interesting one for Deontay because I don't know if he's ever going to walk into an arena where he's going to have such a partisan crowd. And that's going to be an interesting experience for you because, as I said, he's a national treasure. I think he should be buried. Well, as a national treasure, in some people's minds, he's a valuable asset and the fans love him. I wanted to move you on to Tyson Fury.
I don't want to talk about him.
No, you're going to.
We're here about.
No, but you're going to.
We're not going to talk about him at all.
But as part,
we're not going to talk about him at all. Understand that?
No, fair enough.
All right, then. So let's move on. It's all about Gary Chisora, and that's it.
I understand that. The only
back, baby.
The only
Y'all
reason,
understand that? You better be. April the 4th is going down.
The only reason
at the O2, you better be there.
Fabulous.
You'll be a square.
The only reason I mentioned it is because it's part of the shtick that goes with you. And I missed you first time round when you came in here 3 years ago, when you were in your pomp 4 years ago, doing Bomb Squad and all that sort of stuff. And I have always wanted to have a conversation with you because you've made observations about Fury. I have my own views on Fury. And you've called him a cheat. And it leads me
to... biggest in boxing.
Yeah, but it leads me to conclude...
biggest in boxing. If somebody practicing, taking their stuff out of their guns in training, what you think they're going to do in the fight?
Yeah, but...
That's all I got to say about that.
I want to put something to you about you, right? And Fury just happens to be the hook for it.
That's all I got to say about him.
You talked about being cheated in that fight. You talked about water being spiked. You talked about your Game of Thrones outfit being too heavy for you.
I didn't say that.
You said it was too heavy for you.
I didn't say that.
Okay, well, I might be wrong on that one. You talked about the long...
Y'all took a journalist that said something because y'all, everybody want to come in. Oh, why did...
You talked about a long count, right? And then you talked about the trainers, Mark Breland, not being good enough.
No, I ain't saying he wasn't good enough.
So what I'm asking you in all of this is, it sounds to me, given the character that you are, that's like a little bit flaky. You lost those fights, and those fights were lost. And you saying that someone like Fury cheated you in those fights, I think is kind of disappointing to me.
You can say what you want. I know the truth. I have the facts.
Okay.
Understand that. I got the facts of it.
No, fair enough.
I got the proof. I got the people to tell it.
And we'll look forward to seeing that. We'll look forward to seeing that.
Understand that. What I say in boxing, I mean, and it's the truth. I risk my life for you's entertainment to see.
No, absolutely.
So why I ain't never lied about none of this business. You can believe why is it so hard to believe a black man than a white man? Understand me? Why is it so hard to believe a black man than a white man?
Why you don't believe it?
Why is it?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go on.
So we go there.
First and foremost, it's got nothing to do with color.
This whole country got some. This whole world got something to do with race. You think you pan out? You think you have a? You think you had a great life? You think your life has been like mine?
Listen,
come on, you got white privilege, brother.
Oh, don't start.
I ain't never had that.
Don't start my.
I'm a black man with dark skin. Ain't nothing ever been given to me. I done had to kick in every opportunity I've had. That's what it is. Y'all don't understand. Maybe y'all don't talk about this shit in this country.
Yes, we do, mate.
But when you get me in here, I speak the peace. I speak the truth.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, go on.
If this is about color,
y'all got the wrong person.
Go on.
If he's about color,
y'all understand that.
How is Derek Chisora then, out of curiosity, given he's a black man, a national treasure in this country then? It's not about colour. You called somebody a cheat. I asked you a question.
Come on. You have a whole lot of black people around.
My name is Kasdan, and I'm here at Creator Camp, and I'm here with... Grace.
Can I have you move your hat?
The question.
Thank you.
Stop,
We
bro.
like the question. All right, I moved on.
Stop it.
I moved on.
I want to pull it back in. Derek, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question
Put me
about
on that,
fight
man.
week. Deontay, let me just get into Derek about fight week. Now, both of you known to be dynamic in fight week. We just see the little taster of that
Man,
right now.
come on,
with
man.
Deontay
Y'all
Wilder.
can't tell, man.
So the bronze bomber, there he is.
Yeah, so the
Come on, man.
Come on, we can have a disagreement,
You think
can't
your
we?
life, as a little boy and I bet your view as a little boy is totally different than my view as a little boy. Most black people, while we're
Can we
so
move on from
into it with each other because we have PTSD,
Deontay.
we done been through so much
Okay.
so much
Okay. You wanted to move on, right? So
Come on, man. It's hard to move on when you don't know the truth, and that's when I come in and try to give you a vision, a little insight of what we go through as black people, man.
I got it.
You know, you don't get it.
Well, okay.
None of y'all get it.
Where do you want me to go?
Y'all don't get it.
Got
And
it.
that's the problem. You think you get what you don't understand.
Okay.
Why is it so hard? Y'all act, man,
All right.
man, let me
Okay.
I'm out there. Get up out this bitch.
And this is a little chaser of what we're going to get. Both of you guys are big characters. It's going to be explosive, right? I mean, I don't even have to ask this guy because I've just got a little taster of that. But come on.
Man.
Both of you guys are big in the fight week. Let's pull it back into the fight. Let's talk about the
It's
fight.
hard to put it back. I'm from the South. You understand
Come on, let's
me?
pull it back into the fight.
It's hard when y'all don't understand.
I
You
get it.
Another situation.
I get
I
it.
said I didn't want to talk about the situation. Now you got me riled up.
Fair enough.
Right.
Wilder's
Let's-
back. You
let's-
understand? I feel shit. You understand me?
got it.
You don't mean that, man.
Okay, stop
man,
shouting at me.
let me get the out of here, bro. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Talking about my people and all that shit. It's hard to believe a black man and a white man. The cheated. Tell him to sue me so I can show the facts early. Because when the documentary and everything the story come out, I'm gonna show everything.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna get all the people that know
you think
and
I'm a
all the
fury
people
fan?
that's in the
You think
inside.
I'm-
He got
you think
people
I'm-
that the
do you
inside
think
of
I'm
him.
a fury
that
fan?
you know. I don't what?
No,
I don't about that.
I'm not a fury
I don't
fan.
about it. I said we didn't want to bring him up in the first place. It ain't got shit to do with him.
Fair enough.
The you talking about?
That right there is what has got Wilder blackballed. Balls are black. And let me tell you this. I like Wilder. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he's right. But what I'm saying is I'm one of the few people out here who talk boxing, who have been in conversations and been in decision-making capacities where you can take somebody's career to the next level, or you can keep them where they're at, or you can bring that shit to an abrupt halt. So when I talk on this channel, I make jokes and stuff, but I pull from real life experiences. I just tie all my experience into this conversation to try to strike a bit of a balance and to simplify things for myself. You know what I'm saying? But I am telling you, when I watch what's happening with Deontay Wilder right now, stop the excuses. Fury, I told you so. Now he doesn't get any, not in line for any title shots. The man's blackball career is over. Hey, yo, hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. Alexander Usyk. That he was passionate about fighting Deontay Wilder. Because it was Usyk, it was Wilder, Fury, and AJ. Usyk went out there, man, and damn near tranquilized everybody. Only person he didn't get a chance to put the Ukrainian bing-bings on was Deontay Wilder. So believe you me, Usyk wanted to get in there and scrap with Bomb Squad to this day. Y'all gonna find it in the documentary. But I believe 100%, man, that damn secret society sat back and said, nah, they ain't buying Deontay Wilder's story. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. Matter of fact, while I'm talking, I 100% believe there's some shit that happened. So I said, watch, I'm gonna show y'all the video, dude. I 100% believe that some stuff happened with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I do. I've done a video on it. I'm pulling it up while I'm talking right now. So I can show you guys the video I did. Y'all need to go watch that video, man. I don't think Wilder is going crazy. I think Wilder is 100% correct. The problem is Wilder won't talk about what he actually went through. You know, he's got to come out and give the facts. Now I'm rambling on because I'm pulling something up while I'm talking to you. He's got to give the facts. He has got to give the facts. But as a result, he's out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where is it? I'm pulling this up for you right now. Where is it? Videos. Where is that video that I did on Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? But if Deontay Wilder comes out and he shows, let me look it up this way. If he just comes out here, if Deontay Wilder just stops talking about everything going to be in the documentary, just come on out here and tell the world, you know, what happened. And people will, Tyson Fury gloves are champion boxing and sports. Then everybody will sit there and have a better understanding of what he's saying. Right now, it just look like he's rambling on. You know, that's just how it looks. And, you know, that's not good for Deontay Wilder. He's got to come out here and just give everybody all the facts. Videos. Okay, here it is right here. I'm sorry for rambling on. Here it is right here. You see this video right here? It says, watch whole video, full examination of how Tyson Fury may have cheated to the top. Go and watch that. I did that video 3 years ago. It only has 691 views. But everyone who watched that video was like, okay, we hear you now. Y'all need to watch that. Matter of fact, I'm going to share that back to Twitter again so people can sit here and check it out. That video highlights a lot of things that a lot of people probably aren't aware of. So boom, I just put it back out there. But anyway, it's kind of unfortunate to see what's going on with Deontay Wilder, because I was really looking forward to Deontay Wilder and Usyk getting in the ring. Did I think Wilder was going to beat him? I mean, I thought Usyk was going to beat him, but with Wilder, you just never know. You just never know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be able to drop the right hand? Is he going to be able to pull the trigger? He says he's back now. Bronze Bomber is back and all that. So we out here like, okay, a lot of us got excited. It's like, here we go. Wilder's back. But, you know, it looks like he's not going to get that opportunity. Tyson Fury sitting there. Y'all got to understand who controls his power structure, you know? And there are some people who are going to watch this video and say, you know what, man, Wilder's not getting the opportunity because of exactly what he said. Because they think Usyk's scared. And they're going to say because Deontay Wilder's a black man and it's the white man holding the black man down. You know, I'll say this. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying no one's right. I'm not saying no one's wrong. But what I am saying is it sucks that now one of the most intriguing potential matchups in boxing, heavyweight boxing, has evaded us. And who do we blame here? Should Wilder have been quiet if he's not going to show the facts, give the proof? Or did Wilder do the right thing, holding his ground? Because obviously, like, Wilder's always been passionate about the Tyson Fury cheating allegations, right? Wilder's always out here alleging Tyson Fury cheated. But he's never been as passionate as he is now. So it makes me wonder if over the last couple of years, Wilder has finally got some information about Tyson Fury and some foul play that has some teeth to it, something that sticks. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to eat a salad. That doesn't really stick to your ribs. I mean, 30 minutes later, you're probably hungry. I mean, you fought real good. That salad's out your system. But if you get yourself a loaded baked potato or some goddamn curry goat, some roti, man, or a nice fresh bread, you know what I'm saying? And you eat that with some nice hot butter and shit, that'll stick to your ribs. Deontay Wilder finally got his little curry goat. He finally got his loaded baked potato sticking to them ribs. As far as the information, is no longer a Caesar salad. Hell no. Deontay Wilder got him a potato salad. And that's why he's going goddamn crazy out here. But my thing is, let the people know what's going on. You know? If it's like this, y'all, like that, y'all. I got good hair, but still wear a hat, y'all. The old school shit that I used to kick back in the day. Wilder need to bring it to the new school. Let them know, Wilder. It's like this, y'all. It's like that, y'all. I got cheated in them Tyson Fury trilogies, y'all. But give us the FACTs, man. That's what the people want. I mean, shit. If Wilder gave the facts, I 100% believe if Jake Paul could get up there, man, and speak to the Kentuckians about Donald Trump and Donald Trump endorse Jake Paul, I 100% believe Deontay Wilder and Donald Trump could get up there and support each other. Donald Trump could say something like, Deontay Wilder, he's my you know what. You know what I'm saying? Listen, people. Listen. I don't know what's going to happen with Deontay Wilder. And you know, I have fun with my content and make my jokes and shit, so don't unsubscribe it or jump in a river butt naked with man-eating crocodiles. But we're not going to get the precision versus power anymore because Usyk ain't trying to hear it. The secret society's not trying to hear it. And I think that rant, that's from Talk Sport. When Deontay Wilder went on Talk Sport, I think that rant killed Deontay Wilder, man. For real, I really do. I really think there's too much controversy with this guy talking about black people, the white man, and talking about white privilege. And that people get scared of those conversations. People get scared of that shit. I'm telling you, there was somebody. I remember back in the day. I can't remember who it was, but we were in was it at a production meeting or a conference? I think it was at a conference. I know leadership school. No, I think it was at a conference. Anyway, some shit. I can't remember what happened, but somehow the conversation about race came up. Now we're in a conference, right? The guy was trying to make a point about something. He got off on a tangent and he was never able to finish his point, and he got kind of hung up there something about race. And one thing I learned when it comes to race, religion, politics, gender, economics, you don't talk about that. Because, man, people feel so passionate, man, about those things. It never ends up well. So with me, I don't talk about it. And if I do, I'm very particular. I kind of know when to scale back and just shut the fuck up. But if you keep going on about those things, I am telling you, 10 times out of 10, it never ends well. Never. But anyway, the guy ended up talking about something, and there was someone in the audience. They were like, yeah, it's time. It's time we've had that conversation. And I looked over, everyone in the crowd, you know, those of us who had the mentality like, yeah, we ain't getting involved in this conversation. We looking around and looking at each other. We got smirks on our face because we're like, uh-oh. You know, let me get close to the door because it's all hell's about to break loose. You know, I was looking for the goddamn exit, whether it was a door, window. If I had to goddamn dig an underground tunnel, I was up out of there. And man, that shit went so out of control that I don't know let's just say the equivalent of a CEO, right? That's what in civilian terms, for those who ain't military, the equivalent of the CEO. He ended up out of nowhere appearing, and he came in, and all he said, he was red in the face too. He said, you guys are all professionals. I expect you guys to conduct yourself as professionals and have professional conversations. This is a conference. Boom, and walked out. And, you know, we knew what that shit meant. That meant that, try me. You know, when that dude, so for those who are in the military, right, he was the wing commander. Y'all know what that is, right? And for, Army and them other. I'm an Air Force dude. The other branches, I don't know what y'all call them. Base commander, post commander. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So when that dude walked in, of course everybody, man, stood up at attention and shit. And that's all he said. You know, I expect y'all are professionals. Expect y'all to be professional. And he was like, he walked up out of there. This is a conference. He wasn't playing that shit. And it just makes me think about what's going on here with Wilder. When people feel like you're talking about something that can take things a certain direction, they don't want to mess with that. Could you imagine if Deontay Wilder became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? Just stop and think about it for a second. He becomes the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, a black man from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, who's emotionally charged and full of frustration about racial divide and whatever injustices he experienced as a young man to now as an adult. And remember, I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I'm just telling you this is the reality, right? And he becomes undisputed. And now he has this platform and this power, and he has a voice already. You really think the secret society want a guy like Wilder to go on and become undisputed? And then all of a sudden now he's doing interviews and he's out here just talking as an undisputed champion about race? And how the white man this and the white man that and the black man this and the black man that. I'm telling you, people get uncomfortable with those conversations. And remember, I'm not saying Wilder will be right or wrong. I'm just telling you from my experience, I know how, when you have those conversations, I know how that shit makes people feel. They don't want to hear that. It's like this, y'all. It's like that, y'all. The white man cheated me in the Tyson Fury trilogies, y'all. They don't want to hear no shit about no white man and no black man and no racial shit. Even though they may talk about it behind the scenes, they don't want that out there on the forefront. And I'm telling you right now, if Wilder was to become undisputed champion, he'd be out here talking about whatever he want to talk about because that's his right. But they can't take that risk. First of all, it's a risk to have Wilder getting there with Usyk because you just don't know if Wilder going to be able to pull the trigger. Boom, Usyk knocked out cold. Oh, shit. People start panicking, freaking out. Half the people are going to start having seizures and shit. The other half going to look like they're having seizures, but they ain't doing nothing but the Harlem Shake. And her champion going to be sitting here eating a nice big plate of curry shrimp with some watercress and white rice and just watching this saying, God damn, this getting good. Because, you know, I don't eat popcorn, but I'll goddamn curry some shrimp with some watercress and white rice and sit back here and watch it like, boy, this shit getting good. With my 4 sons sitting next to me, we looking at each other laughing and smiling. They're like, Dad, goddamn, this getting good. I'm like, hell yeah, boy. They're like, man, after this, we need to go fishing. I'm like, hell yeah. Because it's going to get real, people. But it's just sad to see how the secret society can do somebody. But I'll say this, Wilder, in my opinion, the whole shit about the documentary and all that, look, just, he can do what he wants, but if it was me, I would have come out with them facts. And I'm just being honest with y'all, I would have come out with that shit. I would have sat back and took myself a year or two, collect as much information as possible, really take a look at it, talk with my team, talk with lawyers, say, hey, okay, what can we do with this? We don't want anything that's opinion, nothing subjective, nothing that's open to interpretation. We want the facts. F-A-C-T-S. We need the facts, not a fact, the facts. We need to pluralize in here. And I would have came out and dropped that goddamn bomb on their ass. Kaboom! You know what I'm saying? But we ain't getting that. So people just see Wilder as a guy who's just, delusional, sore loser. And now people are calling him a racist and a bigot. And remember, I don't agree or disagree with anyone. I'm just having a conversation with y'all. But to me, Wilder should go on out here, man, to quell all the bullshit and drop the goddamn facts. If you're going to drop it in the documentary, drop the goddamn documentary. Drop the documentary, man. because he's missing out on huge opportunities. That Usyk fight was supposed to be a big money fight for Wilder. I do think Wilder is continuing to fight because he wants money. I think it's more money than the distinction of being an undisputed heavyweight champion. But he'll never get it. Y'all mark my words. If I'm wrong, I'll come back and say it. Matter of fact, if I'm wrong, I'll strip butt naked on camera during the live and run and jump into a river of man-eating crocodiles, swim across halfway, splash the water, dare a crocodile to come at me and try to bite me, wrestle that motherfucker. I'll drown the crocodile, and then I'll get across to the other side and stand up butt naked and be like, I may do like Clarissa Shields. Man, please, y'all think that crocodile gonna eat her champion? Y'all out here with that bullshit. But I don't think I'm wrong. Wilder will never get a title again. And if they let him get some little piece of belt, it won't be no goddamn undisputed. It won't be unified. Anyway, good luck to Wilder. Good luck to everybody involved. Secret Society, take it easy over there, man. You know what I'm saying? What you should do is not block the man from getting a fight. Put pressure on him to give y'all the facts. If he has them, put pressure on him. Anyway, I got another video I'm about to do about the same thing, but I'm going to actually talk about Usyk's plans, Wardley, Dubois, but I didn't want, that's too much in one video. The video will be over, it'll probably be 2 hours long. I'm not going to do y'all like that. Unless, like, it's one thing if all y'all are going on a road trip somewhere, I give y'all a 2-hour video. Just let that shit play and cruise and drink your coffee or whatever the hell you're drinking. Could be drinking goddamn Thunderbird and Lowenbrau's and Red Bull and Mad Dog 2020. I don't know what the hell y'all, that liquid crack. I don't know what y'all drinking when y'all driving. But I tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, next video coming, man. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.